Welcome to this game-changing any inventory management application. It is intended to overcome the inefficiencies experienced in the manual inventory system, amongst which we have inefficiencies related to quantitative, wherein we have inaccurate counts, stockouts or overstocking, inventory discrepancies. We also have qualitative inefficiencies like lack of real-time visibility, inefficient use of space, inadequate inventory categorization. Also operational inefficiencies like errors, no audit trails. Financial inefficiencies like inventory shrinkage due to theft, loss or damage. We also have increased carrying costs and missed opportunities. And of course, lastly, we have strategic inefficiencies, poor forecasting, difficulty in identifying trends. And so this application is going to have as key features product coding and categorization, automated purchase and sales tracking, real-time inventory management, expense monitoring, and a financial summary dashboard. Industries that can use this application include fashion, electronics, pharmaceuticals, wines and spirits, arts and crafts, amongst others. Quickly we'll dive into this very simplified but powerful inventory management application, where we'll have some tabs here, buttons that will link us to the various pages of the application where data can be imputed. So very quickly we scan through the various tabs. So we click here to go to products. We have the products page here. You will notice that everything is empty there. Purchases, and to go back we'll just click home to go back to home. The sales tab, go back to home. The expenses, go back to home. The inventory, everything is empty, we'll go back to home. And of course the list of products and expense categories, and we go back to home. Now this is a home page where we have some brief summary of the business, the institution, the company, in this case Any Bliss, and the address of the institution. Here are my contacts and my email address, and of course we have our current date and the time. And down this way we have some financial summary that captures key highlights, key indicators, key KPIs of the business at any point in time, with of course a graphical representation by the side. So let's go quickly into inputting some data and see how the application functions. So the first thing, since we have to do with products, we have to create our products, defining the product name, category and the color. These parameters are dynamic, so we can, depending on the industry, we can change these parameters to reflect our industry specification. So since we are, in this case, we are dealing with fashion, we'll just input some few fashion items on the product name, category and color, and of course the product ID will generate itself automatically. So quickly we would have, for instance, we say bags, category we can say premium, and the color we can say red. We have shoes, maybe shoes, and the category we can say standard, and the color we could say black. The third category we could have maybe gowns, and the category would have gold, means it's high quality, and of course the color we could have white. Then maybe we have bags again, and we have still premium, and then maybe still red. So we just have a few products there. So as we go back to our home page, now we have identified some products which we want to buy. We're in the market, we buy, we return, and we impute data into our application. So we take today's date, and already we have the products which we have identified, which we have created. They now update themselves automatically into our our purchase sheet from where we just need to pick. So we pick bags. We bought say 10, and the unit price say 10,000. Same day we bought some shoes. We bought 15 of them and say 8,000. Same day we bought some gowns, bought 15 of them at say 7,000. And same day we bought some bags again, and this time we bought 15 of them from another supplier, and this supplier was selling at 9,000. So we have some of our products there which we have bought, and the total is 460,000 francs, depending on the currency which we are using. And so now that we have products, we can engage in selling. So we go back to our homepage, and already we notice that we already have some items that have been bought and items that are in stock. So if we just quickly go back to the purchases, we'll notice that these are the items that have been bought, 55 of them, and they are already updated here. So quickly we can now start selling, because we have customers that are pending. So we go to sales. So that same day we sold some bags. And we sold say maybe 4 of them at 15,000 francs. So we start seeing our revenue starts recording. Same day we sold maybe shoes, and we sold 10 of them, and so we have 14,000. Same day we sold some gowns, and so we sold 5 of them at 10,000. Same day we sold some bags again, and we sold 7 of them at 13,000. So the business is already booming. So could we just change shoes sold to maybe 14 to 14? I'll explain why. And so we already have some items sold and some cash flowing into the business. So quickly we can go back to our homepage, and we already see some elements of revenue flowing there. We see our dashboard already taking some shape, which we'll come back to it a little later. And now we're a business, so we definitely have some expenses. So on the expense sheet, say today again, we put in the purchases which we have made of the inventory item. So purchase of inventory items. So the category is purchases, and the amount was 460,000. Same day, maybe we incurred another expense. Maybe we paid transport to go to, maybe transport costs to Yaoundé, where we go and buy, and the big heading is transport. Say 15,000. Same day, maybe we paid electricity bill, payment of electricity bill, and the big heading is utilities, and maybe we paid 2,000. Same day, maybe we paid water bill, payment of water bill is still utilities, and we paid maybe 1,500. And maybe the same day we had lunch with some partners, and that we put it under public relations, and maybe 10,000. So we observe that each time we add a big head here, a big category of an expense, we have an expense summary which is right here. We start with purchases, and then maybe transport, utilities. So all the utility items, as we include them here, would automatically come here, and any other big head that we incur on this category sheet, on category column, will update here with its amount as well. And here we have our total outflow, total cost, which includes purchase cost and expenses. And on this other cell here, we have just expenses that go to the P&L. Of course, the items that we have bought are not directly expenses, because they form part of our inventory, which is more or less our assets. So until they are sold, which will now calculate the cost of sales, and then we use it now to calculate the gross profit and the net profit as we go on. So we go back to our home tab, and now we can see what is on our list sheet. So on our list sheet, we already see that we have products, their categories, and their colors. And then of course we have expense categories, which we have already engaged in. So as we update, that also updates automatically. We return to our home sheet, and now we can see our inventory sheet, which is auto-populated. When we started, we saw it was blank, and now it is now auto-populated. We observe that we have 55 items which we have purchased. We have 30 items which we have already sold, and of course 25 items that are left in inventory. Now these are the items which we have transacted with. We have them here, the respective quantities that have been bought, the respective quantities that have been sold, and the respective quantities that are in inventory. We observe that shoes already has a different color, which is a signal, meaning that it has gone below the threshold, our threshold of inventory that we should hold in hand. This is a dynamic element, so depending on the industry, depending on the business, we can set a threshold. For this our business, we set a threshold of 10%. So each time inventory goes below 10%, we have this highlight to directly immediately call our attention that, hey, this product is going below that threshold. And then of course we have our average cost here, which we use to calculate our cost of sales and our inventory value. So this tab is auto-populated with inbuilt formulas and parameters to be able to give the signals as they evolve. So we go back to our home page. We can see how the business is already faring. So on our data, on our financial summary, we have our items that have been bought, 55. We have items that have been sold, 30. Stock items, 25. Total revenue which we have generated, 397,000. Cost of sales. So based on what we sold, using the average prices, we can have our cost of sales. Our total expenses, like we saw, utilities, PR, sum up to 28,500. And then of course the business is already very profitable at 117,000 francs. And then our stock value of 211,000. And so with the strategic view of it, this graphical representation, we can see the various KPIs, how they are evolving, to give signals of how the business is performing. So in a nutshell, those are the key features of this simple but very powerful inventory management application. And so as I highlighted earlier, the application resolves all the inefficiencies experienced with the manual system. The application is the perfect solution for your inventory management needs. Of course, our contacts are right there in case you want to do business with us. Thank you very much, and God bless you.